Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. This is Becky at Lindsay Creations. Welcome. We'll just do this, and had a bit of a saga with my last video. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Anyway, this is the second time I need to be calmed at the beginning of my video because things have been a bit iffy. But anyway, I managed to salvage my last video. Didn't record in the proper format. And it was quite a long, complicated one. I'll show you what I did in a minute. And anyway, I salvaged it and it's scheduled, so it's gonna be okay. Welcome. So let's move those things out of the way. Right, at the end of the last video, I finished the last tutorial. The last video was a tutorial on my back-to-back, and I finished it. I got as far as I could on camera. So here she is, here it is. And it's going to be called, this side's going to be called Gratitude and Grace. And this side is going to be called, no, the whole thing is going to be called Gratitude and Grace. That's its little closure. Quite fun. And this side is Gratitude. And this side is Grace, as you can see. It just needs the names putting on. And the little things in there, the message from the bookkeeper. I won't go flip through it because you've seen it numerous times now. I just wanted to show you that the closure works well. I decided to put buttons on these in the end. That's what I fancied. So I didn't put a great big flower on like I did the other one. Put some lace on in places. Still managed to use the same size spine. So I've managed to use a whole book in one go, which is amazing, really. So this is one side, and that's the signature. That's the closure there. I got given this piece of green elastic with this green bow on, and it was perfect for this. You know how you save all those little bits and bobs? It's strange, you know, because you've got bits at the bottom and then you turn it over and you've got bits at the bottom again, but it's a novel idea. And then that pulls that one, and this is this side. And again, you got a pocket again. It is only going to have one number. It is only because, you know, I number all my journals, and this one is number 115. And I've only stamped it once too because I didn't want to mess up too many of the pages. Put that around there, and then this bit sits in the middle because there's neither front nor back, both fronts, and I'm really pleased with the way it came out. Don't know if I'll do another one. I might do. I'll see how popular this is. So she will be going in, I was looking like that, that's upside down. Of course you do it that way, don't you? She'll be going in Etsy next week. And so will the other one I showed you the other day. Will be going in Etsy next week. Yeah, I'll take some photographs of it. The photographs won't have the name on. I usually do the name and the message from the bookmaker inside. I usually do that sort of all at once, and I've got 2 or 3 to do because that's on the laptop. So I do all those at the end, just before putting them on the shelf ready for the shop. So that's it. It's done. So we've managed to get 2 so far out of all those signatures we had. I did. This one's a bit bigger, but not much. Yeah, and that's that one. And this one's going to be called Ruth. So she'll have a name up there, Ruth. And I think she's number 114. I'll just double check for you. The stamp didn't come out. Yeah, 114. She was done before this one. There we go. They're done. Wow. So today we're starting something completely different. And I thought I'd start off. I have done this once before, but I didn't do it in a lot of detail. I think it was one of the very first videos I did. And I probably was a bit nervous and everything. Well, I'm sure I was. So I'm starting a new journal today, and I don't have much time to do it in because I have to have it finished for a certain date. Actually, I have to have it finished for the 15th of November. So it's this. I'm getting all my bits together. That's what I first do. When you decide to do a journal, the first thing you've got to do is decide, is it going to have a theme? And if not, that's fine. You can just do a generic journal, an eclectic journal. They're the best of the world, really. I do like doing them. After I finish this one and the big one, which we've still got to cover, and I want to do a grunge one, and then I want to do just a botanical one after that. But my lists are endless, you know, as it is. So this one, Right, look at this lovely material. I'm going to do a dragon one. And I got this material for the cover, look. How about that? Isn't that lovely? So it's for somebody, so I'm afraid this one will not be for sale. I'm sorry, I hope doesn't make it all too boring for you. But I can always do another one if anybody wants one. It won't be exactly the same. I've collected lots of bits of paper I think that might go with it. So they've got a few dragons and bits on. And I loved this colour of this paper. I thought it was gorgeous, but just few bits I've got. I've got my basket out as always. This is how I start off. I shall probably use some of those. Let's put my material away. I won't need that yet. So some of these I won't be using any flowers, so they won't be used at all. I'm not using any flowers or any butterflies in this one at all. But you know, birds aren't off. Mainly dragons. So they're my labels that I've made. And these I'm also using with this some of my own, well not my own, some I printed off. I'm using a little bit of October's Pink Monarch prints because it was quite grungy. So I've got a few bits from that. These labels mainly because I like these labels. So I might be using some of those. Let's get myself organised here. Pop them there. These are a few bits I pulled out of the Pink Monarchs kit. And they're all just generic, as you can see. So they would go. I may not use them. I might use them. And some tags and stuff. And some pockets. So let's get sorted. So we've got these little tags. So we put those in the tag section. Right, pop them in there. Put my tags in there. And these are like little journaling cards. So I put all these bits. I don't know what I'd use them for, but they're all sorts of little lovely gems. So we'll put all those that aren't. Is that what's in there? Oh, it's one of my labels. We'll put those all in the next one. Yep. And these are all pockets, I believe, that I thought I could use. Yeah, they're all put. There's a label. There's the, so put the pockets there. So that's all from Pink Monarch Prints, those ones are. And this is just some 6x6 I've purchased myself, which I've shown you. So we'll pop that in, as that might be useful. And this brightly coloured stuff, again, which I thought. Right, and what have we got in here? Oh, there's another tag there. In here, we have all sorts of stuff. Let's get rid of that, because that will reflect. This is out of another kit, a very old kit. What I liked about it was like a bit medieval, a bit oldie-worldy, and I thought they would go well with dragons. I've just picked up, I don't want the whole thing just sort of dragon after dragon after dragon, you know. I like to mix it up a bit, so I got those. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for. Right, these papers haven't been cut down, but I will do that. So what I've done, I'll show you these I printed off. These I purchased online a long time ago, and I've used them quite a few times because they're so good at different things. So, and this is a different kit to that, I think. And all I've done is I've backed them with the same, out of the same pack from the medieval one. It'll be heavily embellished, this one. There's some dragons, and then I purchased off Etsy. Let me just go. I've had some dragon ones. These are the dragon ones. I will try before I load this video up. I will try and find where I bought these from. I should be able to find it quite easily, actually. So I think I've got two kits here, but I thought these dragons were lovely. If you like dragons, this is the one for you. Aren't they lovely? Didn't come with very much ephemera, but that doesn't matter. And then, so that's the dragons. I've got to cut them down because I printed them off the US size. That's another piece from the medieval. So is that one. And that one, and that one. So I just wanted something a bit brighter as well in there, otherwise it's going to be very dark. And I thought these all went with the supposed era of dragons, you know, and they were supposed to be about. So that's those, and that's the, oh, some more some more of these. Oh, and this is there. Some more of these as well. Oh, and a few bits I've printed off. There we go, put them over there. And these are the true ones. So they all need cutting down. So I've got some cutting to do, haven't I? Don't think I'll use all of them. I might. I'll see. And what have we got in here? See what we've got in here. Oh, baby tags. We've got some nice tags, and can you see them on top of there? Let's move this so you can see them a bit better. So one of the kits, I think the dragon kit, that came out of the medieval one again. So pockets. I'm going to put all the pockets together. Or a little bit of trim. Put that in there. So I'm just sort these out. This is how I start all my journals. I don't just go. I am quite methodical about the way I do things. I have to admit, if you find that a bit boring, then I'm sorry. This is just a craft along anyway. It is not a tutorial. So at least I've cut these out. You must sit and watch me cut them out. That's a bit of a bonus, isn't it? Did this quite a while ago actually. So I don't think my son watches my channel. So this is going to be, it's not his only present, but I'm going to give this to him for his wedding present. They just asked for money for honeymoon, you know. If you feel like giving anything, please just give money towards the honeymoon, which I thought was a nice idea because they've had the house for ages. So what I thought I'd do is make them a coffee table book, which is what I'm calling this, although it's coming under the journal genre and I'm making it like a journal. It's going to be basically the old-fashioned, don't know if you remember them, you're probably all too young, what you used to call coffee table books. They're all going in there. Yeah, in some of the pockets, it's going to be, there's going to be money, actual cash. I thought I'd draw out actual cash. These are nice, aren't they? I think I'll split that up between, I'm just getting the tags out. Oh, and different bits and bobs. I like to have them separated in my basket here. Another piece of that. Another piece of trim bits and bobs. Here we go. As you see, not a lot of pockets. And considering this is going to be quite heavily embellished, I'm going to need some more. So that's what I got the 6x6 paper for. But I don't think I'll have much available that will suit it. But so I will have to make some other stuff, which I will start at. Where's the pockets? They're the pockets, which is why I've got a lot of these from Pink Like Prints. And I put some of the other papers on, and I think it'll, see, these papers will go quite well with some of this dragon stuff. I've got some other paper as well. Right, these are pockets. Well, these are like side tucks, aren't they? Pop you in the front there. Tags go in there. You can go in the back there. And you are like journal cards. There we are. And sometimes I just use, let me journal cards, there they are. Sometimes I just use pages, part of the pages as the, I'm just going to split these into two. Part of the pockets, you know. I've got loads of pages there. I don't need them all. I need a bit of, use these to decorate pages with. Just wanted to separate them out from the other ones that are in here. There we go. Don't ask me why, I just did. And they all need I think I put the other one of those in with tags, but move you up and pop you there. So I think we need a few more pockets. So let's see what we can use. And what have I got in here that I can use as a pocket? I could use that as a pocket. Let me cut this out. Actually, probably be easier if I did it on the big one. Wouldn't it be quicker? So it's not going to be a very long video today. I'm just literally getting this started. I'm actually going away tomorrow for a week, but I've managed to get my videos covered for that week. I think this is the last one, I'm not sure. That'll make a nice pocket, won't it, of some form or another. Between the pockets, tuck maybe. Another one here. Put you down. And last one. Oh, yes, I had quite a stressful moment when I thought that video wasn't going to work. But, I mean, all the work needed to be done anyway, but you know when you've spent like an hour or so recording and nothing happens? Oh my. It's a little bit, cut a few, not that one, that's definitely a page. I'm just seeing if I've got in here that I'd like to make into pockets. How many pages? Should we count our pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, loads. About 35 pages there. But I just noticed some of these are a bit... Where are they? These ones. I'm just going to check these ones out. There they are. Some of those are a bit floral, so I might take some of those out and just use parts of them. This is very floral, this one, do you see? And I didn't really want floral. I didn't really want floral ones in there. So I'll save that for something else. Oh, that's twice. I got that one twice. No, it is different. I'll save that one. Now, yeah, and that one. I didn't realise how floral these were. I don't suppose it matters too much because they're like medieval. So I really like this. It's whether it'll go with it. That one probably would, wouldn't it? That would definitely go with it. Yeah, I think we can keep that one. But they are quite floral. I hadn't noticed that when I printed them. I think hidden amongst the others. We'll use them if I think I haven't got enough. Because I do have... Let's put you back up here as well. We'll go to those. I never waste them. Yeah, I do have these ones, you see. Here. That's a small page, but I didn't find that. See, I have these ones, which I thought would be quite nice as well. So I'm just going to fold this in half. I was doing some of this on my strimmer, and it was really messing them up, as you can see. It really made a hash of my papers. So I'm just going to, feel like Gail Augustinelli, she does this, doesn't she? Get all the papers sorted. Cut this, trim this off. These aren't, it's never going to be all the same size. There we go. Right, we've got a page. Right, one. A little one every now and then is quite nice, isn't it? We'll keep that little one in. Now, I think I wanted this. I'm going to use that for making stuff with. This is alright. This is just patchy green, so that's nice. You know, when you've got all those dark wooden pages and all those, it's nice to have a slightly lighter page amongst them. I love this paper. I think it's lovely. Yep. Oh, that's that page again. Doesn't matter though. I won't be putting any lace in this. Whoops. But I might be putting some sort of bits of dark material or something, you know. I'll show you my other box I've got out, which I thought might go with, you know, mythical stuff and dragons and sort of things. As I said, I'm not using glaze as such. I mean, there are no first and felt. There are no rules. You know, I can do whatever you like, but it's my choice of how I want to do. Whoops, how I want to do it. Knowing the couple that I'm doing it for makes me decide what I do and do not want in it. So we've got this, and some of these are really quite nice. There's this dark velvet, which I thought would be really nice in it, give real richness to it. So that will come out. And this is quite nice too. I think that would look nice on some of them. It's hexagonal. Well, there's a lovely dark navy here too. I think that would look lovely too. This is what I call my glam box. Look at this. There's another. This is sort of a straggly one here. The other one's neat actually. Sorry. They're slightly different colours. We'll get them both out. And you. That's 4. That's nice, isn't it? But I think it's too glit. Might be a bit glitzy for this. That one's quite nice too. I've got pink, one red. And gold. And this stuff, which I like to use frequently. I use at the top of tags. I think it would be quite nice in this, in the top of tags. So we'll get that out. It's only, that big ball's the only way I've got it. What's in the very bottom here? Oh, some weird looking lace. So we'll get those 4 out. We'll put that away. We won't need that for a while. But we will need, let's make some room in the front of our basket for these. You can go in there. You can go in there. Oh, come here. So can you. Oh, so can you. There we go. We've got them in there. We've got some pages done. Brilliant. Just have a quick slurp in the coffee. I think I'm just going to make things I need as I go. Do you think it's worth having a quick peek in what I've already got? I don't want that. Let's see what we've got in here, shall we? I have to twist that round quick, otherwise the top. That's actually quite nice. I know it's got a butterfly. I said no butterflies, but I think that would work in this. I'm going to take that out and put him in with the possibles at the back there. Recognise these, eh? Oh, that would work, wouldn't it? We'll put him in. I think he would work. Just because I think it'll work doesn't mean to say how to use it. I like that. I don't mind birds in it. I think birds will go okay. We'll put him in. Where's that other one I got out? There it is. Pop you in as well. My pile. A bit small he is. They're a bit, I've got some small ones. That envelope might work well. And this is basically how I start mine off. I just rummage through what I've got, what I think might go. That side's alright, but this side's really quite... Think about that. Think about that one. What else have we got in here? Obviously, it's my way to have a lot of floral stuff, so there's often not much that would go with something like this anyway. So I'd be surprised if I've got much in here that will go. It's always fun to have a quick look through, isn't it? I hope you can see all right. I should really find a better way to store these, but oh, that's quite nice. What's this? Might make something like that with my... Yeah, might make something like that. I might. This is good. This sort of material would go, wouldn't it? Huh. I'll put that in the front there. I've been hanging on to that for ages. Didn't know what to use it for. Got some... Oh. Yeah, I do need a new way of storing these, don't I? That's nice, isn't it? It's got a bit of lace on there. I think we'll probably be making our own. What's on the other side of that? That would work, wouldn't it? I like that dark blue. We'll pop you in. Might use you. There. I think that's okay. Had a good rummage. I don't feel too bad about making some more now. Sorry, you may not be able to see through this, but... some of these are upside down and I have no idea why, but they are. There we go. Right, let's put the lid on. Enough of that. Enough of that. I think I need to sort them before it gets damaged. What I need to do is use them, is what I need to do. So that's what I need to do. Alright, I'm just going to go through. This isn't finished, this stuff. So I can, there we go. That's what I need. I need these ones back out. I haven't got many left of them, have I? But I'll pop you in there. And you will do. I can grunge you up, can't I? I think they came out last time. Pop you in there. Some more of you. Pop you in as well. They're useful. All these generic ones are always useful. That is, that's quite floral, that one. That one would work. You back there. That's just, ooh. That'd make a nice booklet, wouldn't it? What else have I got in here? They're all pussycats, don't want any of them. Oh, another one of them. Put that in. There's a hidden paper clip not made yet. I'll grab some other time. So we've got some vintage ones there to make up botanical. And these ones. Right, what have we got here? Yeah. Sorry, I've gone quiet, haven't I? I was just looking through. I might take him out, make a booklet out of that. I know where all my postcards up if I run out. I'm using those other ones up at the moment. That's really nice and grungy, isn't it? I'll pop him in. I like that. Right, that's enough of that. Let's pop you guys back in. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely think, well, I can grunge some of these things up for the grungy one. But I think after that we need a couple of nice big botanical ones. I think that's what we need. What time is it? Just make sure I haven't been waffling on for too long. We can make a start. We can make a start, can't we? Right. Let me just, let's see, I don't want to keep you, oh no, it's only been half an hour. I'll bore you for a bit longer. Yes, we'll bore you for a bit longer. Let's get some dragons out. There be dragons. There be dragons. I want my dragons out. I want them out first and foremost. Put you to one side and get my dragons out so they're suitable. Let's move you guys and move you guys. And then the people at home can see a bit better. There you go. Now, needless to say, I've got to get rid of all this white stuff. So I'm going to fold it in half. Like that. Yep, that's the midway point. Let's move you, because I've done you. Yep, that's both bits. It probably seems a bit mad doing each one separately, but I just like to have them all just so, you know. I have before now done in bulk, and when you're going through them, you think, oh, that one's still white on them. Oh, that one's, you know, and you think, why did I bother? So I've learnt the hard way to just be careful and do one at a time. And gives you a chance to look at the papers properly. And at the end of the day, it's not a race, although I do have you know, this one has actually got a deadline. They don't always though, do they? Not often, in fact, I wouldn't have thought. And it's nice to take your time. I mean, even though I've got a deadline for this one, I'm still going to take my time over it and enjoy the process. It is it's my happy place. And I've had a bit of a trying week, I have to say. Nothing serious, nothing dreadful. Just one of those weeks where every day something's annoyed me or something's gone a bit wrong, or, you know. But in the grand scheme of things, it could be a lot worse. You just have to get these things in proportion, don't you? Got some grotty news from the doctor on Tuesday. Nothing serious at the moment, but just something you think, oh, I mean, as I mentioned, I've got fibromyalgia, so I take a lot of meds anyway. I'm trying to go down the herbal and plant route as well. He rings me up and tells me I've got something else wrong with me, you know, and you think, oh, really? And you just think, oh, okay, just add it to the list. But, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been something horrendous, you know. But just an inconvenience that I've got to get used to taking yet another tablet. Then I had to get up at the crack of dawn on Wednesday. Well, crack of dawn for me anyway. I don't get up as early as some might. Take my car for its MOT. I'm sorry if I've told you this, but it sailed through anyway. I kind of thought it should, you know. Not going to believe this, but since my last MOT, I might have told you this. I'm not sure if I've told you this or I've told my friend when I had coffee with on Thursday. So I apologise if it was you guys. I've only done 3,800 miles in a year. I know the UK is small, but that is really ridiculous. Ridiculous amount of miles. That's, you know. I've only done that because I live in a rural village, you know. If I lived in town, I'd probably hardly have done any at all. Most of it is going to see my granddaughter and my son and my daughter-in-law who live in the next county across. And which is where I'm actually going tomorrow. I was doing this one day when a friend of mine was round. She was doing something. I said, you don't mind if I cut these pages with this guillotine, do you, while I'm doing this? She says, no, I find it really therapeutic. I don't. I do not find it very therapeutic, but it has to be done, doesn't it? You could cut them by hand, I guess, but that seems... And I know you could put a load together and cut them with my knife. But the same, I have done that before. And I could probably train my printer eventually to fill the page, but because these are, even if I get it to fill the page, because they're American digitals, not all people on Etsy have an A4 version of their DigiKit. Some do. Some you can print A4 or 8.5 by 11. In which case, obviously, I do the A4, but I don't believe I saw that with this option. So, a lot of people, most of you in the States, won't have to do this. But it, you know, it's all part and parcel of it. Not many left. I'm going to just do a few more, and then I'm going to get on with something else. Then I'm going to back some tags and some right, there's quite a few to be going on with. I will do the rest, but I won't bore you with... Sorry, I didn't mean to slam that down. I won't bore you with doing all of them. That wouldn't really be that very nice for you. But we've got quite a few, so we've got some that we can start putting things on if we want to. I've done all those dragon ones. There we go. Right, we want to back some. I know some things I definitely want to put some backing on, and that's these little dragon ones here. I definitely want to back all these, not that. Have I got any more here? Yeah. Get these backed because I'm definitely using all these. These are all going to go in. So we might as well get those backed. And I did a lot of coffee dye the other day. Masses and masses. So we can use what I've coffee dyed. They're all little bits. I'll show you. Where did I put them? That's what I tidy up and then I don't know where I put things. That's there, that's there. Oh, they're down here because they wouldn't fit in anywhere. Oh, this is going to be fun when I take the top off. It's going to explode, look. But I spent... let's just get a few out. You can't see what I'm doing. That's because it's overflowing and it'll go everywhere if I let it go. So, oops. Just going to put that back there for a minute. Oh, yeah, I did masses and masses of little bits, which I thought would be very useful for all these little ones. Let's do some gluing and get some of these done. Don't need that. I do need my glue paper. I do need my glue paper. Let's get some of these little dragons back, ready to use. Christmas bleatings, all right. And then we will call it a day. We'll just do a few of these. I think the beginnings, I suppose, it's just a craft along, so I don't know what you're doing. You have to tell me what you're making. I just wanted to get this started, at least started before I went away, you know. And then I can always take a load of stuff with me to be back while I'm away, you know. So I can back and cut. But I can't, there's a lot of stuff I can't do. Yeah, I can't, sorry about that. I can't assemble while I'm away, but I can do things like this, you see. So I thought I'd make a start. No, is that not going to fit in there, is it? We'll put you up there then. Bet you thought I'd gone for good, but I hadn't. I was going to show you these two. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop this on the end of this video and show you these two. This one's called Hummingbird. I love this journal. Almost decided to keep it, but I haven't. It is on it, see. It's beautiful. It's literally just full of hummingbirds. It is such a pretty little journal. Absolutely love it to bits. I really do. And very delicate. And I love this. I've done this on a few of the pages where I've sewn through the page. That was good fun. Many lots of pretty little edging bits as well. Another one that I've sewn through there. It's not a big journal, this one, not very big at all. And there's something in there. Yeah, another. That's one of my glassine bags. Beautiful centre page. Oh, look, these all flip out. Doot, doot, doot. They've all got things in. Another page with a silk edge there. And this flips out. That's one of G. Kerr's sparkly ones. Another embroidered page. Lovely big green envelope. I loved making it, and I love the look of it now. This is different sort of book journal that I've done in the past. This one isn't sewn together. They're stuck together. It's a no-sew journal I have. I think this was the first no-sew I ever made, actually. It makes a lovely change because every page opens flat on a no-sew, which is what I love about them. I might do another one soon. I do like the effect. That's like got like micro in the paper, that has. Another one that I've done down. Lots of little pretty paper clips. Yeah, so it's a fun one, this. I love it. It's just a soft. It is paper card. And the closure is literally just a piece of you know, ribbon. I felt that's all it needed, really. And it says not sewn, it's just glued together. I love it. It's nice, that one. So that's Hummingbird. And then, as always, there's always a oh, should I just tell you how big this one is? It is, oops, something fell out, 8 by 5.5 by like ½ inch, I suppose. That goes in it somewhere. And then there's this big one. I made this quite a while ago now. That one wasn't that long ago. This one's got a spine of 3 inches. It's 6.5 by probably 8.5. No, it's 6.5 by 9.5. This must be a book cover then. Yes, it is. I'll just tell you when this is made, because I think this is quite an old one. I kept the fly sheet in the book as well, which is quite nice. It's not signed in here. It'll be in my log. But yeah, it's got loads and loads and loads of lace on the edge. This is a beautiful journal. I just said that, didn't I, in the other one, but yeah, it's quite a big chunk, a good big chunky one. But again, it opens nice and flat and really pretty, not grungy at all, this one. Pretty in pink and all sorts of beautiful bits. So a lot of these pages are sewn as well. I showed you one yesterday, I think, or the day before, where a lot of the pages were sewn, and there's lots of gentle stenciling and lots of flowers, a bit of lace in there as well. Ooh. Nice double thingy in there. I think that's a notepad. It is, yep. Little notepad tucked under there. A lot of pages have lace on. That pulls out like that. This is wallpaper. Isn't that amazing, Hank? Yeah, this is because I've joined 2 pages, and there's another one there. Is this a booklet? Oh no, it's a mini journal in a journal. Look at that, mini journal in a journal. Let's pop her back in here. Very pretty. For a big journal, it's comes across quite delicate, you know, for a big journal. I do like it. I really do. Another bit of wallpaper there. And this is wallpaper as well. I like wallpaper. The back of wallpaper is lovely to draw on. What's this? This is a little envelope bound. It's got stuff in it. Oh, I haven't done one like this in ages. Every time I look at one of these, I think, oh, I have to make one like that, you know. It's just such fun to make what I call really girly, pretty ones sometimes. It really is. This sort of reminds me of what G does for Happiness and Crafting. Hers are always really pretty, aren't they? And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a place for grunge always. There's a booklet in there as well. That's just a simple piece of 6x6 that I've popped on there. As I say, it's called the Garden Journal, and it's just for you to make your gardening notes in, really. There's a lot of sewing in this book. Virtually every other page, or virtually nearly every page has been sewn, actually. Oh, did you little page there? They've not sewn, they've got lace on, or they've got both on. That's a bit of, it's a bit of book page. Scrapbooking paper, that is. There's a lot going on in there. That's nice. Oh, it's got glossy accents on, look at that. It's a bit of sparkle and a bit of, that shuts in there, and it's got stuff in. He's pretty. And then the final, it's got 3 signatures, I think, 3 or 4, 3 quite big ones, I think. Another bit of germ wallpaper. I picked out all the glittery ones I've got. These ones I've made myself, but oh, look at him. These are a Tim Holtz die cut one, you know. Piece of handmade paper there. Mulberry paper. More to the point, mulberry paper is what it is. Another bit of generic paper there. It's nice. Oh, I do like this. Sorry if I'm taking a long time, but it's a lovely journal. I don't usually go through every single page, but I'd forgotten how pretty this one was. Oh, another booklet. Bloom where you're planted. I guess this bit you could take outside with you and make notes in. Or you could give it to somebody as a gift. Come it out, pop you in. Do what is good for your soul. Gardening is very good for your soul. And then that bit flips out. Some of these are the Digital Collage Club. I'm not a member of it anymore. I was when I first started, though, to get a few papers under my belt, you know. There's another booklet in there. There's a lot of booklets in this. There we go. I promise this time I won't come back. I'm going for good. No, I'll see you after my break. Okay, guys. Take care. Hope you enjoyed those two. Bye now. There we go. Oh, okay. Put them there to dry. I'll do a few more. And I can cut them all out. Oh, another Christmas card. Anyway, back to this book now. I've finished the Downton Abbey book on this one now. Oops. Just think if somebody's channel hopping and they see a Christmas tree sitting there, they'll think I'm doing a Christmas thing. No. I do have a Christmas journal, but I don't make loads of Christmas journals to sell. I don't know if they will. I mean, I can understand buying a journal for Christmas. I've never understood buying a Christmas journal. I mean, you only need one. It comes out once a year, doesn't it, really? So, I don't know. I always think if somebody wants a Christmas journal, they can always order one. I do take orders. Just either write a comment in the comment box or email me. That's the word I was trying to look. Email me, and I will I'll happily make a Christmas one. Happily make any sort, really. You know. Hope you can see all right. I do have a tendency to drag it down towards me. I am sorry. You got your itchy nose. Bum, 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 bum. I expect a few of you are still doing your Halloween stuff as well. I shall be away for Halloween, so I've not done anything. Yeah, that'll go on without hitting anything. But once I finish doing this, I have to pack my case and pack a few other bits as well, and then put my feet up for a while, I think. That's what I think I'll do. I like to have a good read once a day if I can. Leave that to dry. Oh, look at that sweet little robin. Not sure what to do with these at the moment. I probably actually will glue them on, and then I can use them in the tiny little tuck area, can't I? You know? So sometimes to decorate a pocket or a page or something, I'll put a pocket on, and these are good for things like that. So I will cover them. Here we go. Right. Oh no, I haven't finished that, have I? Need to engage my brain more. So there's a lot in the pipeline to do, isn't there? When I get back, I shall. I think the cover for the big one, I'm not sure if I'll do that on camera. I'll have to see how much space it's going to take up first. If it takes up too much space, you won't get it all in. Yeah, I won't get it all in the camera, you know. So I'll have to see the logistics of doing that one. But I think the grunge is going to be fun. The grungy one. The grunge. Sounds a bit like the Grinch, doesn't it? So yeah, sorry, I do mutter occasionally. Apologies. Well, there we are. I hope you all have a really good Halloween anyway, if it's what you celebrate and what you do. You all have a nice one. Enjoy yourself. And yeah, more fit on there. Ooh, snowman. Yeah, I hope you have fun, especially if you've got kids. I think it's really good fun, isn't it? If you've got children that are really into it as well. I know it's huge in America. I'm a bit like G Kerr, Happiness and Craft, and she doesn't really do much in the Halloweeny things either. Whoop, whoop. So I hope you're having a nice crafty session, and whatever you had planned has gone well. I planned a lot today. I've got through a lot today. Not that the camera will show that, but a lot goes on behind the scenes, as you know, doesn't it? Especially when you try to pack to go away at the same time. It doesn't take me long though. I've done it so many times in the past. I'm a bit of an old hat at it now. I used to be all organised. Well, I am still organised, but you know, I used to start sorting things out ages in advance. But I've been over there so many times now. I just shove it all together at the last minute, really. As last minute as I ever get, anyway. And the only reason I pack the day before is because I can just get in the car and go then. I don't have to faff around too much in the morning. It's quite good fun. It's quite good. I'll probably be bringing my eldest granddaughter back with me. I think it's her weekend over here. I'm not sure. Every other weekend she comes over this side of the country. Right, there we are. Off the dragon ones now. Finished all. I might have a look, see what other dragon ephemera I can find while I'm away. See what else is out there. Right, I'm going to leave you be because I'm not doing anything very exciting. I hope your crafting time is going well. I hope you're all looking after yourselves and take care, won't you? See you soon. Bye now.